Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Just a quick video. Well, I said previously about keeping the door open. However, I've realised now that that's not actually my job, that's God's job to do. Yeah. That's the point really, because yeah, if people are supposed to be in your life, then it's up to God really. Well, that's the point. I'm much more choosier now about choosing friends or that sort of thing now. Yeah. Well, before, especially when I was young, if someone said you want to be friends, you'd sort of say, yeah, okay. Not anymore. No. Well, it's like, well, for example, the Mrs. B. She came to stood next to me in church. We had a conversation outside of church. We've had a couple of conversations since. Quite a while ago now. The last one was probably about 8 months ago. Or nearly 8 months ago. Yeah. No, just over. Okay. Yeah. But, would I choose her as a friend? No. Well, I mean, what can she offer me as a friend? Absolutely nothing at all. Nothing whatsoever. I don't think there's anything at all that she could offer me as a friend. I think there's stuff that I could offer her. Yeah. But anything she could offer me? No. I honestly don't think so. I spoke about offering her that for joy thing. And for her to do that. Now, I mean, with regards to that situation, I wouldn't be against the idea if God said offer that to her. It's fine. I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, although what I felt would be the case is that all of that stuff would probably be under one ministry. Yeah. Under one name, basically. And little things, basically, what's it called? Branches of that. And that would be a branch of that. So, would I want her in that ministry? If it was my ministry? Not really. No. That's the point. I wouldn't. Well, because I keep making the point about if someone doesn't know how to deal with issues, if you've got a problem with someone, you don't know how to deal with it. Would I want someone like that involved in anything like that? No, not at all. No, certainly would I want to work closely with someone like that? No, thank you. No, I wouldn't. Well, as I say, even with regards to a business relationship, that person would have to enhance you in some way. And, I wouldn't be doing it for money, so I wouldn't be interested in money coming in. So, in whatever way could she enhance that? I don't know. If God says she's the best person for it, then she's the right person for it. So I really don't care. It's not up to me. They're not my decisions to make. They're his, because in the end it's his business. It's not mine. So, But from a human point of view, Well, basically, look, I mean, yes, you go back to 2 months ago. Definitely, you go back to 2 months ago. You go back to, 6 weeks ago, and I was still in love with this one. Yeah. I mean, the thing of it is I was doing audios for her, saying that, 2 weeks after the 26th of June, so about the 10th of July, if you'd have come to me and said, I understand that I was supposed to be your wife, and I realise that now. So can we start sorting that out? At that point in time, 2 weeks after, probably. But much longer after that, No. The reason why no is simply because of the fact that I knew that on the 27th of June I'd be asking God to take away any and every feeling that I had towards that woman. Yeah. And for me to recognise her as to who she is right now, rather than, who I thought she was and who I knew she could possibly be. Yeah. And the only point about who I realise, who she is now, is that point that she's willing to show me. So it's like, okay, from what I can see, me not like. And, do I want to spend any more time with her? So I can see more? No. God, no, not in any way, shape or form. No, thank you. No, I wouldn't want to. Well, because, again, as I said, she's basically highlighted to me that if we were friends and she had a problem with me, she wouldn't come and tell me. Or she wouldn't use opportunities. Suddenly she'd start being cold towards me until the point where she basically, by her behaviour, told me to F off. Yeah. That would be what I'd expect, because that's what she's shown me. As I say, choose you. Now. Because I've had friends in the past that have basically dragged me down. Do I need that anymore? No. Not in any way, shape or form. I've had friends where things were good, so long as you were doing things according to how they wanted to do things, that sort of stuff. Yeah. Do I want to do that in the future? No chance at all. No. No. In videos recently, I've said, I know that Rob and Bianca are not really friends of mine. They're certainly not people that I could ever rely upon. And I know that. And the fact that I know that means that I know what level that friendship will get to. It will never get any further than that. So, for example, could I bring them into a ministry? No. Of course not. Because of that fact that I know that they will want to jet off to New Zealand at some point soon. So, they could start a ministry, but they wouldn't see it through because they'd want to be jetting off to New Zealand. And then coming back here after a few years and then jetting off back there again. And it's like, well, no. No, God may use them beautifully in that, and that is between them and God. It really is. And my understanding may very well change, and their understandings may very well change, and maybe in the future they will be part of things. But as far as I can see things right now, I wouldn't think of them as being ideal for that. And that's okay. That is not a problem in any way, shape or form. That's what I'm saying. It's important to check and recheck your reality from time to time, because your reality can change. You could be different, and if you're different, then maybe, as I said recently, there may be someone who wasn't suitable for your life in the past that may be suitable now because you're now different compared to who you were then. Or maybe they're different now, so therefore they're now suitable when they weren't before. You need to recheck that reality. You need to understand it, and by understanding it, and understanding it how it is now, you can make the right moves for where you are now. Certainly it is the case that late June, early July, I still have feelings towards Mrs. B, and I wanted to be able to be there for her if she needed me. Now, she's just like anyone else. There's no feelings towards her now. So she's in the same situation as anyone else, apart from the fact that she's told me by her actions to F off. She doesn't want to speak to me ever again. So it's like, okay. So as I say, from a human point of view, yeah. It's an interesting situation, to say the least. Because in those sort of situations, obviously, from a soul, I'll put it that way, from a soul point of view, rather than from a human point of view, or you can say from a worldly point of view, but certainly from a soul point of view, yet you don't want to ever give anything to people like that. No, you don't want to. Well, because, put it this way, to bring someone from churchy into the understanding that I now have, it's going to take some time. I mean, if it took me 8 months to get to where I am now from where I was, and I was never quite as far back as where they are, because I was never churchy. Oh, I have my issues, definitely, yeah. But I was heading towards this path anyway, because I was asking questions. I'm not sure what questions other people are asking, certainly churchy people. But I know, coming from a churchy understanding where you think church is doing pretty good, you first of all got to understand that, well, actually, no, that isn't. Which, as I say, I never had to go there, because I always knew it wasn't. So, someone who's churchy, as I say, it would take time. It's something which the process will take a long time. There'll be a lot of questions, a lot of need to pray about things, and spend time with that person. Are you going to want to do that with someone who, by their actions, have told you to F off? No. No, because you give your time and your effort and all of that to somebody. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. From a soul point of view, it's something you wouldn't want to get anywhere near, isn't it, really? But from a spiritual point of view, it's a different matter. Because then it's a case that if God says go to that person, you go. Simple as that. You might not like it. Like Jonah. He didn't like it, but he still went, and he still had to end up there. Even though he didn't want to. He resisted as well as he possibly could, didn't he? Jonah. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to be like Jonah, but I understand from his point of view, yes. Well, put it this way, if God says to me, go and speak to these people that have never believed before, then yeah, of course, will I be happy to give my time to these people? Yeah. Of course. Of course I would, because they've never been in the kingdom, and they've never completely mucked it up like churchy people have. They've never had the opportunity and basically told God to F off. So yeah, would I want to give those people my time and to bless them and to be up night and day with them? Yes. Yeah. But not so much with people that have had the opportunity and have basically decided they really didn't give a shit about it. But as I say, that's from a soul point of view. That's not from a spiritual point of view. And yeah, that's why I say it's important to check reality, If you check your own reality, you know that that's where that situation is now. And yeah, is that right? Is that where that situation should be? Well, put it this way. Mrs. B, should she be in that situation with me now? I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. If God says yes, then yes, but I don't think God will say yes. No. Because if you're looking at things from a soul point of view, then you're basically saying that you don't want to bother with people that are churchy. You don't want to bother with people that have had the opportunity to know God and to give their lives to God, but they didn't really want to bother. Not properly. Yeah, so try with other people this time. Yeah. Is that what God wants you to do? No, because God wants you to show grace and mercy to these people the same as God showed towards you. And that is the reality, isn't it? Yeah. That's why checking our reality and seeing that we're... Yeah. It's not being judgmental, it's basically... It's not being condemning. But it ain't too far from it, is it really? When you think about it, it ain't too far from it. Like, as I said, I met a bloke in the sauna area at the gym a while back when I was still going there, who had the opposite view. He didn't want to actually bother with most worldly people. Yeah. Certainly anyone who was judgmental, like these Karen sort of characters, the bitchy women, he didn't want to deal with any of those people or show grace and mercy to them. He wanted to be loving and kind to those who were of God. So, those who think they're already in the kingdom, you want to help them, but those who aren't, you don't want to help them. Yeah, but the true picture of what God wants is for you to be giving to all and everyone. Because, as I said recently, those people in church are pretty much the same as those people who have never had God. Because most people in church have never had a relationship with God. They've never had a real opportunity of knowing God. They've never had a real belief in God because they've come out of a world that doesn't believe in God into a church that doesn't believe in God. So, they've not really had the opportunities. You may think they have according to the Bible because, if these people were of the Word, then they would have had tons of opportunities. But the thing of it is, they're not really. This is a fact, folks. If those who disagree with my view on the church want me to view the church as doing well, and that the church is sort of taking up advantage of opportunities that they have, and it's not the church's fault, it's God's fault, then yeah, okay, I'll do that, but if I do that, I will never help people from the church. Because either you've had the opportunities and mucked it up, or you haven't had them. Now, I don't think you've really had them. And I think that pretty much explains things. In that case, I think it's right that I should be led and guided by God to bless whoever God puts in my path and not take any notice whether that person has been in a church or not in the past. So, yeah. Bit of a roundabout. Yeah. Got them in the end sort of thing, but that's the point. Reality may seem one way, but it isn't in the end. But you have to keep looking at the reality to understand where you are. And understanding that is incredibly important. So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.